No, are you sharing in beginner or should I?
Will you go ahead and share in beginners?
I'll share in there then.
And
Okay.
don't forget Rose's group.
I won't.
And
I always share in her group.
oh, look, check that out. I like this is my new. Isn't that cool on the screen?
Oh, I'm sharing. I'm not looking.
Okay, so everybody that's looking at, let's see
I'll
here.
look in a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into comments here. And that's not what I wanted. I'm on my new phone. It's just so
Oh,
weird.
that is. Yes. Let me.
How the fuck do I see that? Oh, there we go. That way. Comments. Ah, it's Miss Bennett.
Oh, is she
Oh,
here already?
yeah, and you know what? I thought you were kidding about being pregnant. So I hope
Hey
I hope you
guys,
have a
I'm just
girl.
sharing out.
Um,
Uh,
and you never did tell me. And when's your due date, Akila? Yeah, isn't that cool? I like that too. All the elements. Well, you're supposed to be sick. You're pregnant. You're supposed to be sick. You're supposed to be sick from the pregnancy, though. Nothing else. Were you sick with your boys?
oh, when I was pregnant with my twins, I was so sick. It was
Oh,
awful. I couldn't keep anything down. I had to be on a pump for oh,
April 14th.
ooh,
Now how many weeks are you
yeah.
right now? Hey Matt.
Uh, we're just sharing out if y'all want to share out too. Whoops.
And I was working on your video. I had some technical difficulties tonight, and I said, "Fuck it, fuck it." And they had to chuck it in the fucking bucket, but I will get it done. I it's been one of those days, but um I, actually I might be able to finish it up after the live, but Mercury retrograde shadow phase is not being nice to me. So you're 10 weeks and 3 days. Okay, so yeah, you're such a little bony thing. I bet you're probably like right there getting ready to show a little bit. Do you have a little bump? I bet you have a little bump, don't you? Because you're kind of tiny. No, not over you. My technical difficulties with trying. I was trying to do a video for Matt. Popping. uh, and I'm supposed to be sharing out right now. Like, and Ms. Bennett distracted me. Um, where did I do? Oh, there it is. I was looking for my pendulum. Can't this wait? Oh, I had a feeling. I had a feeling that you were gonna. Another one was gonna come, but I didn't know. I actually was thinking maybe like another year or so. But let's see here. Hold on, I'm gonna ask my pendulum a question real quick about the baby. Oh. Well, maybe the fourth one might be a girl. So you're gonna
I love
have.
you girls. Hi
So if
Matt.
you go. So if you go early, let's see. So you're on the 14th. If you go early, March 14th. That's or April 14th. That's like you have to go really really early for it to be a Pisces. So you're gonna have two Pisces children with an Aries child. The household shall be interesting. It was coming pretty. It was coming pretty decent until I started having technical difficulties with the video recorder, screen recorder
Yeah, I
on
got
my
to listen to
phone.
Mel vent about them. Woo.
And then the clarity on the new phone's great, but we are dealing with Mercury's old punk ass right now. supposed to go retrograde on the 28th, and anytime before he goes retrograde, it seems like sometimes the pre-phase can be worse than the actual retrograde. But no, it's I had to go through, or today I had to go back and refresh on a couple of things because it's been a couple of days, but yeah, you're gonna have to watch the video, but we'll have to talk too. Oh, Bob, I was when we were talking about Michael, Bobby's the other one. Bobby's the other Leo. Right?
Yeah, he is.
How do you pronounce the last name?
Don't ask me. He's told me a million times. I feel so bad.
Miss Bennett, Mercury's supposed to mess with you. It's your ruler. Virgos are ruled by Mercury.
I mean, Bobby's must have told me how to say his last name like 1,000 times.
I don't know if the C is pronounced with is a C, and like a or a.
I don't even remember. I am like the worst person at pronouncing names ever. My husband picks on me because everybody down here speaks Spanish. And it's like I know a lot of the words, but when I say them, they just do not come out of my mouth the way that they should.
It's Massiuta.
Massiutra. I butcher it every time I say it, Bobby. It's just like your sweet puppy's name.
Bobby, when's your birthday again? August what? I know he's a Leo.
Yeah, he is. He is a Leo.
Yeah, that's your Bobby.
Yeah, I've been reading cards for Bobby for, I don't know, Bobby, how many years have I been reading cards and stuff for you? I think it's been almost 3, right?
Oh, you're one of those hardcore. You're the 15 baby, hardcore driven, hell or high water. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, and nothing's gonna stand in your way.
Oh no, you ran out of gas and then your car crashed.
Yeah, I don't think you should be maybe in vehicles during any type of Mercury retrogrades or Jupiter.
I like Mercury retrogrades usually. Usually they do well with me. Everybody always blames everything on Mercury. So how's everybody doing tonight? We didn't go live last week because I was so sick.
Yep, same here.
Yeah,
today's actually the first day that I'm not actually winded from like moving.
Melanie and I are thousands of miles apart, but she shared her illness with me. Isn't she swell?
Yeah, you're not even allowed to ride in a wagon, or you can't even. You're not even allowed to push a shopping cart at Walmart or the grocery store either anymore. Anything with wheels, you stay away from.
Oh my gosh, I am so dangerous with the shopping cart at the store. Beck isn't with us tonight, Bobby, but she's doing well. I spoke with her yesterday. She's got some personal things going on, and she doesn't have real great internet, I guess. In Australia, the internet's kind of crappy right now.
The whole
environment.
Martial law that's going on down there.
Yeah, that's Rebecca, Bobby. She's sweet. She's doing well. She's just obligated with personal matters lately.
Rebecca's awesome.
Yeah, I like Beck. I had a long phone conversation with her yesterday. Well, I mean, semi-long. Runaway shopping cart. That is me, Matt. I mean, my husband picks on me because I hit people in the shopping with my shopping cart. I leave it in the middle of the way, and like everybody's way, and I don't even realize it's in the way. He's like, "You can't drive the shopping cart." But
okay. Miss Bennett distracted me, so I still got to share out. So if you give me just a moment here. Yeah, it's because she's blind. It's fucking Stevie Wonder.
That's true. I am. My eyes are like so bad. I wish I could see, but at least I read cards well.
That's only because your third eye had to make up for where your regular eyes are bad.
I know, right? My third eye sees great. Doesn't help me when I'm driving a shopping cart, but or my lawnmower. Like my husband My husband told me I could have a house. He bought me a house and a big yard and everything, but he told me he wouldn't do yard work. He doesn't like to do it. So I'm like, I'll do it. I am like the worst person driving a lawnmower. He bought me like this riding lawnmower and I broke it like 3 times because I don't see stuff on the ground and I've run it over. Thank goodness my neighbor works on small machinery, so he's gracious enough to fix it for me 1,000 times, but he's probably like, oh my gosh, this lady again. Yeah, that's tough. I am like completely legally blind in this eye, and I am almost legally blind in my right eye, but I don't have any like depth perception or anything like that, so I can't drive. It is not safe for me to drive. I mean, lawnmower is different because there's no other lawnmowers in my yard, but I still hit crap. So how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody's a little quiet. You know, the only thing I don't like about StreamYard is it doesn't show us how many people are viewing. We can see comments, but it doesn't show us how many people are
It shows me that
viewing.
there's 4 people now, 3.
Oh,
It does give me
well,
a counter, but I don't know if it's 100% correct or not.
my husband said that he was waiting to come into this video and watch it, and now he's not there. He must have got busy at work.
Good night,
Someone's
Bobby.
gonna have another guys because my regular one is not good. Yeah, I've been told that a lot too, Matt. Have fun at work, Bobby, or at least try to. Try to have a mellow day. And thanks for stopping by. So guys, Mel and I are eventually going to go live on TikTok, but we're looking at all these like TikTok rules and how to go live on TikTok. You have to have like 1,000 followers to even like do a live video on TikTok. So, from what I've read, I'm not terribly familiar with it. So if anybody is more familiar with me, shoot me a message. Hint, hint. I need help.
So if you are on TikTok, yes, tell them, to find us and and actually we'll probably post some links to our TikTok. Go there. Yeah, we need 1,000 people. I need about Sarah needs about 997, and I need about
I just did. I just
900.
opened my TikTok. I didn't even do it. I didn't even
Like
post anything.
I have like
I didn't
100,
even post
140 some
anything on it.
followers. So I need about 850 more.
Well, Sarah's a little lacking.
She needs was it 997 more people.
Yeah, I need a little help, guys. Just a tad bit.
I'm still sharing out.
Okay, I shared out a couple places.
Yeah, and
you don't like TikTok, Matt? I know a lot of people that did really well on TikTok, so I want to try it out.
Yeah, I've actually been. It's becoming I'm kind of getting addicted to it a little bit because there's that one. I'm always posting, like on my Facebook, the big head and the little boy that's just like little shit talk. I love those series. I like the one with the blonde chick and the one with the darker chick. They're fucking hilarious.
I was watching them on your TikTok. I'm like, that's hilarious.
I make TikTok videos too. I've been adding some from my YouTube on there. Like today, my Britney Spears moment.
I'm not a big fan on fads either, but I mean, for a professional level, I can see it working okay. Totally professional. I'm not gonna like talk to my friends on there. I still like Facebook. We're gonna post some cards probably when Mel gets done sharing out. If anybody wants to. We're just trying to get back into going live after being sick. I think Mel was sick longer than I was.
Yeah, I started getting sick on the 6th. And today, like I said, today's the first day that I'm actually not winded from just moving.
Like last Tuesdays when we started getting sick. So it's been at almost like a week, like 7 days. And I'm mostly better now. I don't have too much trouble breathing. I just have like a little tiny bit of a cough. And the
Oh,
kids are all
okay.
better now, so that's good. Yeah, there
Good.
is always some new BS. I get that. And I tried to stay away from her for a while, but everybody's telling me you need to do TikTok. So I'm like, okay, I guess this is the universe telling me do TikTok. You guys want to see the cutest little thing? Oh, wait, do you have? Oh, you do have it. Watch, this is like the cutest little thing. Hold on. I found this a couple months back. This is a little baby oil lamp. Isn't that cute?
That is cute.
It's just teeny tiny. They're very rare, like the tiny ones. I like it because it's like the top of it, the cover, it's got like all of this little stained glass work on it. I just find the coolest things. This I found on the floor in a house that we cleared out. I mean, I don't even think they realized it was for sale. It was like it was dirty and like gross in a shed. Oh, you want that? I'll have to look up what it's valued, but shoot me a message to remind me, and I'll look up what they go for. I'll have to mark it as like super fragile because it is pretty thin glass. To use like tons of bubble wrap. But the little haunted doll that I sent Rose, made it to her okay. I was happy about that.
Good.
Oh, you do need to save. You have some big plans going on. And you already want rocks. Yeah, but that little oil lamp is sweet. I like it. I have a big one too. I have a lot of big ones. But I have like one really cool big one because I like it because it's green. Yeah, so it's you over here.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, I like it because
Like
it's
that.
green. Obviously, this is not the right size. I do have another one. I just am lazy and haven't gone out to my shed to get it.
That's really cool.
I get the little tops for them all the time. Potentially. Yeah, that is true. Potentially. To see where things go, let things grow, see what happens. Are you finished sharing out yet?
Hold on, guys. I forgot Messenger. Hold on, real quickly here. And hold on. Okay. And
I know we're going live a
hold
little
on.
late, so everybody's probably like, why the heck are you guys going live so late?
No, because we had to have a little short little meeting beforehand.
Yeah, and we were sick. We'll blame that.
I think oops. Just got a notification for something.
She told you earlier she's working on it. She was just trying to do the video and it wasn't working. So she said, okay, I need a break from it because
And I went to go do a pause, and instead of pause, it stopped. And I thought, okay, whatever. I have an app on my phone where I can join conjunct videos together. But then when I went to go pull the video up, it fucking wouldn't open, which is an issue that I have a lot of times with that app. And then if it's not that, then it's the microphone. If it's not it's I love electronics. I don't know. I must have kicked like a baby electronic or something like that, like in a past or future life, for them to like hate me the way they do. And I'm an Aquarius. They're supposed to love me.
I am technology challenged too. Like major issues with technology. It's not always my friend.
Okay, so there we go.
Okay. Left by accident for a minute. Oh, she didn't hear you. She tried doing your chart, but her microphone stopped working and
Well,
the
no,
program
I
she
went
was
to go hit
using did a little
pause. I went
messy.
to go hit pause, and it stopped. I thought, okay. I was like, don't get mad because I have an app on my phone where I can join videos, because that actually happens a lot. So I was like, okay. So then I went to go pull the video up. The video wouldn't pull open, and if it's not that, then the problems with the microphone. It's always something with this app. Like I always and I have two screen recorder ones, and they're supposed to be two different apps. But it's like I had a third one on that. I got rid of that one because that one was just too many freaking problems. But it's just because one of them I can just do straight like just the screen, and then the other one it's almost identical to the other one, but I can be in the video too, like up in the little corner. But I always have fucking I just always have, and I think probably because I won't pay for the extended on it, but one of those really fucking expensive. But I always fight with it like no matter what. If I'm making a video, guaranteed I at least spend anywhere from 15 to 2 hours fucking fighting with it making that video, having some type of technical difficulties or issue or formatting. That's why I have so many different like apps. Because I had to do that too with my podcast because I was always having like either mic issues or sound issues, or like I'll go when I'll record something and it didn't record. So I used to have to do like a backup recording while recording. So I mean this has been going on for since Uranus went into Taurus May 16th, 2017, basically. And it got worse in December 2018. It was like it's been a constant battle. I've never had problems like this with electronics up not until Uranus moved into fucking Taurus, which is my 11th house. So, up
So
until then, it
was
was like
anything standing
it
out
was
from the
perfect.
relationship chart overlay?
I There's a lot of strong asteroid connections that are pretty nice, but there's not a whole lot of main planetary connections. Um, I want to plug in some. I need to plug in some more um, things, but I had analyzed it the other day, and then I was looking at it again today. Um, Composite chart looks good though. That's a plus. Um, well, let me see here. I could play from on my right phone. I need to get everything switched over to the new phone too. Which I slack in. Hold on here. I'm gonna pull something up here. Oh come on, and where's that? There it is.
Hey, Annette. We're gonna do some readings, hopefully, but we're live a lot later than we usually are. Whoops. We were all not feeling well last week. How are you today, Annette? Are you done sharing out yet, Mel?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm looking at this chart here that I pulled up real quickly for.
Oh, for Matt?
There's some really good strong points, but there's a couple other things that I like to break down. I still need to look at the aspects of.
Oh, that's too small for me to look at it.
One thing that's good, I do like that with I do like the midheaven and the ascendant lined up. That's pretty good. But no, I still have a couple other things to evaluate on that before I can make an opinion. But
They're both all over
I
the
was hoping to be a
place.
little. I was hoping to, we have a lot more planet conjunctions. The moon and moon is that always that varies. It could be good, it could be bad. But the overlay of the house is not too bad, but like I said, there's a few things I still need to look at. There's some asteroids I need to plug in too that I need to because I like to swap them out because you can only plug in so many at a time. But there's definitely some there's some major past life good connections though.
Past life
Really good
connections can be
connections.
good.
Yeah.
Past lives
Um,
can be good.
and speaking of past life, I'm gonna go ahead and no, I'll do it on the big computer. I wanted to see.
Hi,
Now
Laura. I
I
hope
know
you're
that.
doing well today.
Hold on, man. I want to look at something in your chart. Yeah, Yeah, I thought
Of
so.
course, Laura. Always a
Yeah.
pleasure to have you.
So
My
yeah.
dog is telling me it's bedtime.
Matt, you should start looking into Atlantis and Lemurian times.
It's sweet in
Just
it.
do a little research on it and see if anything comes to you.
Oh, I'm glad, Laura. Hopefully a little less stress today.
Oh, you tell your dog that I said boo hoo. Oh my god, how horrible. Oh, her dog. She was like, she still got back and she's like to watch us. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
you
reading
guys
them
go way
today.
back. Way back. Let me see. I'm gonna look at it here. Look at a Nats real quickly here. Uh, Nat, um, Annette's got Mercury retrograde in her natal, or is that Mercury? No, that's Venus. Uranus, Neptune. Yep. Um, Annette too. Yeah, Annette. Yeah, look like Atlantis times. Do I have a
Yeah,
little?
you
I should.
definitely have some past lives in Egypt, Matt,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Oh, I
Hold
do have Laura's on here.
on a minute. Let me go get something and I'll show you. It came from, well, this one didn't come from ancient Egypt, but this is what they used to use in ancient Egypt. Hold on.
Yep. Lord too can go back and do a little bit of researching on Atlantis times. Atlantis. And you guys also all have Pluto retrograde. You know what? There's a there's a thing I wanted to do with people with Pluto retrograde in the chart. Actually, I need to sit down and write out a thing for that. But it's very significant and it's very important. I think maybe it might be the most important thing right now, probably to get done because Pluto retrograde in your natal chart's a really big deal. It's a huge deal, and you guys influence the collective in such a way that you don't realize it.
And my children are learning about ancient Egypt in school. So we're learning about like the kind of paper that they use, and they were the first civilization to develop any type of written language with the hieroglyphic. Well, with what is it called? Cuneiform first, and then hieroglyphs, and then they had a few other dialects that they used after hieroglyphics. And they were also the first ones to write on anything, which obviously was stone tablets and stuff at first. But they were the first people to develop a paper as well. And I so happen to have here a piece of paper that is made just like it would have been in ancient Egypt. I'm going to put a light behind it so you can see
What does it feel
the length of
like?
it. It's really stiff. You can't if it almost feels like a woven basket. I mean, you can hear it
Yeah.
when I bend it. And what they did is it's called papyrus. It's called papyrus paper because it's made from the papyrus plant. The papyrus plant grows like really, really big. And in the middle of the papyrus plant, there is a substance called pith, and it's kind of like a stringy, grainy type, almost like bamboo, but not, but much stickier, much more pliable than bamboo. So what they would do is they would lay it out in little strips, and they would hammer it together with a mallet until it made these pieces of paper. And they used to make scrolls, and they would to make a scroll they would put another piece down here, and they would bang it together when it was still wet, because you can't fold this paper this way or it will break. You have to roll it in order to fold it or anything. You can't. Then that's why they originally wrote on scrolls, because you couldn't fold the paper how we would fold it today, like this way, because if you fold it all that way, it's going to break, because it literally feels like very, very thin wood.
That's really cool. Now, what do they use for ink?
For ink, they used charcoal. They used different stones. Obviously, they didn't use stones on this type of paper. They would use some type of like charcoal, or they also use like they lived along the Nile, which is the Nile River Valley, which is right there. So it had all that fertile land, and every year the Nile is surrounded by desert. There's desert all around it, and the only reason they were able to live there and build a civilization is because every year at the same time it flooded once a year. And so they had to learn to irrigate so that they could grow multiple seasons of crops. So they could grow 2 crops a year. And when the Nile flooded, it washed down silt from the mountains. And that is, the silt was kind of like a red clay material. And they would also use that to do a lot of their drawings in the caves and to write on this, but they also use that for farming. If it didn't happen, then they wouldn't have been able to survive there. I have some artwork on papyrus paper. My daughter was drawing on papyrus paper today. One of her school assignments is she's sending my niece and nephew no, not my niece and nephew, my 2 nephews. She sent them a letter on this. She had to write on it, and she's like, "Mom, it's real hard to write on this papyrus paper because it is really, really difficult to write on. It's not like the paper that we have today." And she actually did an art project on it too. She thought it was pretty cool. And if you're interested in buying it, it's pretty cheap on Amazon. I think I paid like $10 for 12 pieces of it or something like that. We're not doing we don't do past lives.
Yeah, but I was letting her know that you do them though.
Yeah, I do them. I think I've done them on Laura before. They're too in depth to do on a live video. It would just take too long. I like to definitely get the time.
You know, I told like some, you know, like we get like a flash of something, you know, of it.
Occasionally I do. If I get a flash of it, because I mean, Mel and I are both psychic as well. So sometimes we'll see like a flash of something, and we'll always bring it to your attention. But to sit down and actually do like a past the reading, it needs to be in a private session. And you're welcome to do them with myself, with Melanie, or with us both together.
I am still in training, so but I love sitting in with them with Sarah. And sometimes certain people trigger me though. And it's usually always like fire signs, but sometimes I'll be doing charts and get hit with glimpses. Like earlier today, I was getting hit with glimpses. So I'm talking with Christy. Christy's we've been siblings. She's been my brother in a past life.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how things play out in past lives. Most of us have had a lot of past lives. I mean, there are some people that haven't had any, but
I have a habit of meeting ex-husbands and wives. A lot of my close friends are ex-wives in past lives.
Same here. Sure, Laura. Just shoot me a message and we'll do one with you. I mean, you're welcome to have Mel sit in if you want, or just me, fine too.
Yeah, and a lot of times too, like I'll like past lives, like during like witch trial stuff, like those a lot of times those, like if there's somebody like really like somebody is a strong witch or they have like real strong witch past lives, that I'll get flashes of that.
Yeah, Mel likes to sit in.
Yeah, I do.
He thinks it's kind of fun. I have a lot of fun doing them. I really like past lives. I do usually I do a guided past life, so you actually see it and experience it yourself. It's always better when you get it from the horse's mouth than me telling you. And then it triggers you to remember other things as well. So it's a cool experience.
Yeah, and what's really cool is and usually, like I said, it's usually fire signs that do this for me, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is for sure. It's like the fire that it like it clears things out a lot of times for me to be able to see like if I'm around another Sagittarius or Leo or Aries that has really good psychic capability, it clears things out for me, like, and I can usually see what they're seeing at the same time they're seeing it.
Yeah, I do that too. That's a really neat experience.
Yeah, especially with Rebecca, that was really cool. That was way cool. And I also want to tell you, like, during the time, your husband, yeah, your husband was was like head like what like head soldier like
Ooh, so my
um
husband?
yeah, during when me, you, and Rebecca, we were talking about past life with her name, but that's why you were the head of the council, because your husband was like a lead general.
I already knew that, but he wasn't my husband.
Was he your lover? He was
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, he was my lover.
Yeah,
This is
and
actually
that's
the first
why.
life I've ever been in like a committed relationship with him. I mean, I've had a lot of past lives where we were lovers, but this is the first life where I've actually ever like spent my life with him. We all had roles that we had to do in our past lives, and my role was not to be with him. Actually, in a couple of the lives that uh we've had experiences with together, we were like forbade to be together, and we still ended up like romantically together, but it was never long term. It was always sporadic throughout our lives. Most of my lives I wasn't married. I wasn't committed to anybody. There's a couple that I've had like children and stuff in, but most of them I didn't.
A lot of people um that have like that warrior as to them. I can smell them a lot of times. It's Viking times, and there's been a few like other like war times, way back then. But I can usually smell if somebody's been a Viking in a past life.
Yeah, yeah. They just have a smell about them.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just their energy. You just feel it in their energy too.
she's good at getting the mind going, and that Mel is very, very good at doing that.
Oh yeah, the yard. Oh, you know what? That damn yard. I actually do have I do have actually I'll have to post it in the Akashic astrology class. I do have a thing that goes a little bit more in depth about yads and like what signs the yad is aspecting, that gives a little bit more detail. But basically, if somebody has a yad in their chart, their yad barrier, and they are here to they're basically here they're here to carry some burdens. They're carry some burdens in their lifetime. They will go through repeat patterns of things over and over in their life. They can experience a lot of great loss, and it's there's a reason why it's called the finger of God. It's like bearing a fucking cross at times in your life, and you have to like work through it. It's like a make or break, and when you get through it, a lot of times it's good. It brings you to like a whole nother level. But there's going to always be a constant replay of certain things in your life. And I think the reason for that is because it's closing out karmic cycles, and so people that have that, they've come into this life to bear that burden. It's like fucking, what is it? Who was the guy in the Bible that kept getting that they took everything from him? Job. It's like Job. I think that's his name in the Bible. Yeah.
Yeah,
And a lot of times too, and it's like a curse and a blessing. Like, you can and go through like some horrific shit in your life and get through to the other side, and and good things come. But there's gonna always be points in your life where when you have that yad, that you have to fucking bear through it, come to get to the other side. And it's not and depending on what house it's in, what sign, what planets they are, some could be a little bit more horrific than others. Some may be a little bit more smoother. Some may be just just hard. It just all depends. Like my yard points into my eighth house of unexpected shit. So whenever and transits trigger them. Like the planetary transits will trigger them. So it's not like an all the time thing. It's just something that happens throughout life.
yeah.
So
Mel
and that's
makes
that's what
me
the
feel
and that's what the
better.
and my yacht is between my Mars, Jupiter, and Mercury in the eighth house. So and it's a what is it? A sextile, two sextiles, and I can't remember the other one, but But people that have grand squares in their chart, that's where they have like that perfect. It's like a perfect square. I tell you, I don't know which one's worth it, the yacht or the grand square, because people that have a grand square in their chart, they go through some shit. They have to. They
Yeah,
have
but
to
you
work
have
those
to go
energies
through that
out.
shit to get to the next stage.
Yeah.
And we've all had lives where we've had to go through some shit.
And a lot of times it's like a lot of people saved up stuff and like like it's like oh I'll deal with it later and then it's now it's later you procrastinate all those other past life and you got to work it
Yeah,
out
that's
now.
why you should never procrastinate. I try very hard not to procrastinate. I'm always like I
but a
should
lot
do
of
it
us did
today.
on purpose. A lot of us we those who decided to come back or those who volunteered to come back, a lot of them did say that they would take on like extra shit. People that have Saturn in the 12th house, people that have Saturn in their 12th house of their natal chart, they actually clear a lot of karma out for other people. But when you're clearing out somebody else's karma, guess what? You have to go through some. You go through it. You go through some.
Yeah,
Of that.
unfortunately.
Just like with empaths, like empaths don't really strong empaths or really sensitive empaths don't realize when they're going through bouts of depression or certain things in their life, and it's not their depression or it's not their emotions, they still have to act through it as if it's their own to clear it out. You're literally having to clean up the mess of going through it. And a lot of empaths, they don't realize like sometimes those are not their feelings and emotions that they're cycling through or that they're going through. Especially Cancer moon, Pisces moon, Scorpio moons in the 12th, 8th, and 4th house. They will absorb other people's emotions and experience them as if they're their own.
Yeah, it's always hard dealing with other people's emotions, especially when you don't want to deal with your own.
Yeah. Why do we? It should make you feel bad for them because, like with the yod, when they go through that and they go through something, and when they come out to on the other side, it could be a huge blessing, and it can actually it's clearing out stuff. It's
Yeah,
like
and you have to clear it out to get to the next level
yeah.
to
So
get to
it's
that
not always
level of
bad.
ascension to reach
It's like
that
a blessing and a
vibration.
curse. And a lot of times it's you just got to go through some bad to get through some good. But if I'm let me look at his chart here. He's the one he's the double Gemini one. So um, and some people when they go through stuff like that, it is what it is. Especially if they're able to have like an emotional like a detach from it, then usually it doesn't emotionally like burden them to where it could others. A lot of times it could just be something. It could be something financial. It could be something. I mean, it varies, but it's not always bad. But I mean, it gets shitty, but it gets good too.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't feel bad for them. It's a lot of you got to remember a lot of the stuff we go through. We signed up for it before being born, especially fucking Scorpios and Aries. And the reason because that's that Pluto. Yeah,
Well,
I
if
guess
we're
I'm
gonna
the
do
fucking
some
Pluto.
readings, we'll do them and then we'll get off of here and go live again next week. I won't have time until like probably Tuesday. Maybe
If you guys are on Instagram, follow me on Instagram of the Witches Collective. I'll be doing lives on there and on
I'll
Facebook
try to do some with you.
and then I'm gonna do
Sure.
and Instagram's set up just like Facebook. Once you find the go live button, but all their stuff is it's kind of cool. Yeah, I was live on there today. Broke my cherry. No longer
Sure,
a
Laura.
live Instagram version.
Sleep well, Laura, and definitely, just shoot me a message and we'll set up a time. He
Yeah,
did have to be taken the role of Big Brother when his oldest brother was killed in a wreck. Oh, I'm so sorry he was killed in a wreck. But being a Big Brother is a good thing to do. I think my oldest son loves to be a Big Brother. I mean, sometimes I think he probably thinks it's annoying, but But if anybody wants a reading, we'll do them, and if not, we'll be back probably Tuesday
yeah.
for sure. Me and Mel.
Yeah,
We need to get
Tuesdays
back
are
in
gonna
our
be our
swing mode.
days.
But we were so sick.
Pimp your TikTok so y'all start that. We talked about the TikTok.
We are. I already have some ideas for my TikTok, my lovely husband.
She needs 997 more
1,000
people.
followers. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow, Shane.
Pull a card for Annette. Let's pull a card for Annette.
Oh, I'm gonna pull one for Annette. Okay.
Yeah, let's pull one for Annette.
Boop, boop, boop. Ooh. This is interesting. It's a card I got for you, Annette. It is Carnivorous Flower Fairy. She indicates that some very tempting things are going to come your way, and they're going to seem like really good. You're going to be like, "Ooh, that's something I really, really want," but it's going to have a very high price. So you have to pay attention to if it's really something you want, because if it is, then go for it. But if not, you might want to wait for something better to come along. This card doesn't indicate if something better will come along, but it indicates that the offer that you're going to get, it's very tempting. You're going to want to do it, but the price is going to be very, very high.
When I split the deck, I just split the deck just to see for you, Annette, and I got the Moon card, and then I shuffled and I pulled the Nine of Discs, which is a card of gains for it's a good money card, but that Moon card does warn against the illusions of things. So definitely make sure it's like you're not buying fool's gold as well, or that it's not fool's gold. So make sure it's
no. I think it's going to be a lot of money, but it's going to be very taxing on her body physically, on whatever. I think it's going to be, it's going to look really good. You're going to want it, but it's going to be very, very hard to achieve.
Yeah. Well, just like digging for gold. You want. It's like the illusion of it. So it's like there's a like illusion aspect to it.
Yeah, that's what I got too. So we're probably right. Okay, Matt, we'll pull one for you.
But that nine of discs though.
Is that for Matt?
Yeah, I had pulled the Nine of Discs as well because I did. It's
like for Annette.
Yeah, for Annette. That's so it's definitely something. It's something of value for sure with the Moon card. So, yeah, the night. So and I like the Nine of Discs. It's a good money card. It's coming into money, or things being lined up for you to be able to come into money too. All right, so Matt's next.
Yes, Matt, I pulled you my very, very favorite card. I absolutely love this card. I just like the artwork on it. What she has to say, not necessarily good or bad, but I don't think you'll like what it has to say. This is called Storm Angel. This card indicates that there's going to be a collision in beliefs, lifestyles, and all types of energies. And I'm pretty certain it's around your romantic life. So I think there's going to be some collision. It's possible to work it out, but I think it's good that it's going to happen, because then everything will be on the table. You'll be able to see if it's something you can work past or if it's something you need to reevaluate.
All right, give me a moment. I'm getting mounted here. Just a second.
That sounded wrong.
Mounted. That's the word of the day. Mounted.
Sure or not. Anytime, Annette. Anytime.
Okay, just making sure that I'm not shining. Yeah, I still get the light from the freaking computer. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Hold on, I got. There we go. That's a little better. I know how to get all dressed up for my Instagram.
Pull your card already.
And my new makeup. So I hate that light. It.
Oh, you look cute today.
And my new dress, a little black dress.
Cute.
Ten of Swords. I'm gonna pull another one off the top with that one. And this, well, I'm getting nosy here. And the Devil card. So.
Oh, I have problems with crystals too.
Disappointing. Something's gonna definitely have you. It's gonna be disappointing in something. But then I also got the Prince of Disc, followed by the Devil card reverse. A power struggle. There's a power struggle with something. Prince of Disc. That's a lot of times it's like a younger male. Could be could be sibling, could be child, could be yeah, it's definitely a younger male. But yeah, there's gonna be different power struggle, and also too, the Devil card reverse is also a card when it's reversed, it's a black sexual energy that needs to be released or solidified. But yeah, so yeah, it could be something with your brother, but you know what? I'm just gonna let's flip it back here. And Six of Wands. So 6 of Wands. So that's good though. So it's a victory card. It's so you'll work through it, but it's gonna be something definitely that's gonna be weigh on you like mentally.
Oh, that's funny. Annette's dog wants her to go to bed. Well, if nobody else,
Annette's dog.
Annette's dog.
I'm gonna pull a card for it.
I don't do animals very well.
Nine of Disc. That's Nine of Disc. Hold on. Let me do a better shuffle. It's Virgo season. Why not? Small animals, right? Small animals and dogs and pets.
That's true. I'll let you pull for the dog.
I pulled the same cards I pulled for. So I pulled the card that I pulled for Annette, and then I pulled the card that I pulled for Matt. And see, now this is more fitting. The Knight of Cups reverse. Yeah, I pulled the Ten of Swords and the Nine of just so. Nine of Cups reverse. So yeah, it wants attention and love. Basically, it's
feeling neglected.
Feelings. Yeah, and then the Ten of Swords, yeah, and it's starting to weigh on its mind. But followed by but it'll get what it wants with the Nine of Cups. It'll get what it wants. So.
Ooh, but I love essential oil.
I pulled cards for Leon's cat one time. That was really cool.
Yeah, Jack got a card. If nobody else wants a reading, then we'll be back on Tuesday.
Yeah. So we got person. Do we have a straggler thing?
No, I think we're touching.
It shows 3. We have 3, but so. Not gonna say what that one is. Yeah, we have a third viewer, but that's okay. A little third viewer. He's a man on YouTube too. He's a good boy. He's
yeah, I love my dog too. Spoiled as hell. All my cats and my kids probably too.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yes, and we'll see you on Tuesday on our regular schedule.
So yeah, Tuesdays are going to be definitely our designated days, though, for sure. And don't forget TikTok.
That's what we're gonna do. We'll post it later.